Hi.
Coming to you live from Germany, fucking Finn Streichenberg.
I'll tell you, I got to hand it to those German fans. They can make even the biggest snore fest almost watchable because they were into it. God love them.
Dude, did you see the sequence where they were swinging Sweet Caroline?
Yeah.
And the music stopped, but they were still singing it. And the ball was hiked. Don't tell
me football is not popular abroad because that was that. How do you even know that song? That guy's almost dead. He's like 80.
Yeah, but that's a global song.
It is, but to be ready for it.
No, that was good.
I mean, it's just like
the other thing. Did you hear when they showed the call of Jonathan Taylor scoring the touchdown?
Yeah.
And they were like, "Frickin' Schleichen, Taylor."
Schleichen.
It's tough because it sounds like Nazi talk.
Anyway,
it sounds very Nazi.
Look, they're our allies now, and they're one of our strongest allies.
I know, but it's just when you hear it, it's very.
In fact, the joke was after World War II, we got
PTSD.
the smart German scientists, and the Russians got the dumb ones because they split them up. That's true, by the way.
Either way, they were all Nazi scientists.
No, but we got the smarter ones than the Russians
great.
got.
We got the smart Nazis.
We split them up. They split them up. Anyway, welcome to an emergency.
Dig a deeper hole. Let's go.
I'm a history major. That's a fact.
But they were Nazis.
Yeah, but when they split up,
you don't want to brag about getting Nazi scientists.
For technological advancement, you do. You know how far ahead the German technology was?
You need to put them in jail.
No, we picked their brain to improve it, and that's what the Russians did.
Pick their brain.
It wasn't on. Hey, America! Newsflash! It wasn't on human rights, dickhead. It was on technological advancement. That's not people. That's technology. We didn't get them to run our frickin' democracy, did we? No.
Actually, there were some.
Yes, and there's still some today.
That's true.
Okay, if we're being honest.
All right, let's get back to Bill Belichick.
Let's get back to the frickin' disgust. I'll tell you what. I pray to God that this was the last time I see him on the sideline because honestly, he earned firing today. Okay, and let me tell you why. It was twofold. And for all look, I'm not going to defend that awful throw pick that Mac Jones had. It was awful. That is on Mac Jones.
It's a badass.
It was a badass throw. If he throws it where he's supposed to, it is a touchdown. Gesicki was behind the guy. It was a bad throw. That is Mac Jones' fault. I am not condoning that at all.
2 weeks in a row, he's had a shit.
He's had one shit throw in each game. And the bottom line is, and I said last week, you watch football today, you're going to see a ton of great quarterbacks that have a shit throw in the game. He isn't the only one. I just want to know why actually, I know the answer why, but I want to explain it to you, America. You, Sean Darcy. You want to know why Mac Jones' mistakes are multiplied by a factor? But I am going after Darcy because I love him and he needs to hear this. There's the problem. And Sean agrees that the offensive line is atrocious because he saw it today, too. When they tried to do a 5-step drop, he couldn't go through his goddamn
They were run
reads.
blocking today, though.
Well, the Colts are 24th in the league against the run. Okay? At some point, someone has to say, hey, they can't stop the run. You actually have two running backs.
Ramondre and Zeke both look good today.
Yeah, and they're gonna because that front stinks. But you know what they can do? They can pass rush, and your line can't pass block. Okay, but the bottom line is, look, the thing is this: the Mac Jones's mistakes are magnified by a factor of 10 because he has no margin for error. Do you understand that, America? He, unlike Patrick Mahomes, unlike Jalen Hurts, unlike Tua Tagovailoa, those guys can have. Remember the one Tua threw last week that went off his hand and floated up in the air and no one knew why?
But they lost the game on that.
But no one's crucifying him for that. You know why? Because they're 6-3. He still has two Pro Bowl wideouts. Okay, he still has running. He still has an offensive line. They're still going to go somewhere. If Mac Jones threw that pass last week, Mac Jones probably would have been lynched on Route 1 on his way home. Okay, the bottom line is this, okay? Mac Jones' mistakes are magnified by a factor of 10 because he has no margin for error. And none of his peers are in that boat. And the ones that are, or the one that is, by the way, that's the guy in Chicago who was drafted 3rd or 2nd in the same draft. They're telling him not to suit up again for the Bears.
Fields?
Yeah, they're telling him Stephen A. Smith was going fake the hammy, pull the hammy. We were talking about this Friday night. Okay, I'm saying the bottom line is, okay.
I thought you were saying that about Bryce Young.
No, I was saying that about Justin Fields.
Okay.
Justin Fields. And by the way, they're not wrong because Chicago has failed that kid.
But they went out and at least tried to get. They got DJ.
They at least went and got a number 1 receiver.
I mean,
the Patriots had the money, and Sean Darcy and I talked about this. Hello, the Patriots had the money, okay, to sign DeAndre. Nice. Be safe. What are you going to do? It's the kids. I love the kids. It's the kids. Anyway, the bottom line. And by the way, God bless her. She has no idea what happened today. She is one of the blessed ones. She's not a Pats fan.
Luckily for her, she's the neighbor's kid.
Yeah.
If his own kid had done what she just did,
blasted.
She would have been lambasted.
Blasted. Blasted. You've lost screens for a week. But the point is,
did you see what Bill Belichoke did?
The point is this. Everyone acknowledges that Justin Fields should not take another snap as Chicago Bear because they have failed him. Why are they not saying the same thing about Mac Jones? When he has been failed worse.
You know what I think it is? It's
worse.
It's his face.
No, it's the coach who continues to get more credit than he deserves for his resume.
It's also his face. He's got his face.
Would you have a face like that if your freaking offensive coordinator was freaking Joe Judge and Matt Patricia? What would your face look like, America? Those two bumbling boobs were running your offense.
His face is much more chiseled than mine, so I wouldn't mind his face, but it's a bit of an annoying face.
You know what? You know what's more annoying? Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan.
What is he saying?
Saying Mac Jones doesn't trust the coaching. Hey, Rex, take your head out of your ass or the foot out of your mouth, whatever it is you're doing that's blocking you from the obvious, because Teddy Bruschi and Randy Moss won't say it because they don't want to badmouth their former employer. But I will say it because fuck him. Okay? Here's the reason he doesn't trust him. Because when he did trust him after they made the playoffs as a rookie and he goes to the Pro Bowl, he comes in day one of year two and he's looking at Matt Patricia and Joe Judge.
Two of the most dynamic offensive minds in the NFL.
Rex Ryan, no, they're offensive. It's offensive. Okay, them being there is offensive. It offends me as a football fan to think that Bill Belichick thought I was going to buy that bullshit. Because that's insulting me and you, America. If anybody had thought, well, Bill Belichick can turn those two into.
Well, that's when Max started reaching out to people from Alabama, and then
I can't imagine why.
And they got mad at him for doing it.
Why would Mac call Nick Saban, who's a Bill Belichick buddy, and go, Coach, you told me I was going to go play for the greatest football mind that ever lived. Why did he hire these two? By the way, that's a fair fucking question, America.
I think so.
It's a fair fucking question, and it's not getting asked enough on ESPN, Rex Ryan, and Teddy Bruschi, and Randy Moss. It's not being asked enough. But you want to know why Mac has trust issues? Because anyone with a brain between their fucking ears would have trust issues when you walk in and you see that in year two of your development. Bill Belichick destroyed Mac Jones' career. He destroyed it, okay? And that will be his legacy.
Do you think there's anything coming back from this for Mac?
Nope. I think his career's over.
Really?
He's a backup for the rest of his life, and Bill Belichick destroyed him. And why doesn't he trust him? He had the money to go get DeAndre Hopkins, and he wouldn't do it. So why doesn't he trust him? The guy he trusted the most as a receiver, Jacoby Myers, he didn't bring him back, but he signed this injured receiver for the same fucking money. And why doesn't he trust him, Tom? I don't know why Mac has trust issues. I can't seem to get it.
So is Rex Ryan saying that he should trust the coaching and doesn't?
Yep.
Yeah, well, he's an idiot.
Of course, Rex has always been an idiot. That's common knowledge. Everyone
I like Rex, but
he's a bumbling boob who Bill Belichick got fired twice. So I don't know why you have any loyalty to this man, because he outcoached your sorry ass twice. Actually, he didn't. He had Tom Brady. Okay, the bottom line is this, okay? Last week he got outcoached by Ron Rivera, for Christ's sake. Don't tell me what a great coach this guy is. I'm not going to listen to it anymore. So I'm sick and tired.
Well, here's the thing. I will, just to defend all the people who have the blind spot for Belichick.
By the way, this is why I have the doctor, because right now I need a doctor.
And there's also strawberries and cream.
We have a doctor.
But just to, and this isn't to defend people with the blind spot, because somebody like Rex Ryan, no excuse.
You're a professional football analyst.
You're a football lifer.
Tell the damn truth.
For the most part, but like my wife, who was saying to you last night, why would they fire him? Like,
you should have heard his wife last night. It was all I could do not to explode.
But so,
and I kept telling her, she doesn't know
but here's the thing:
it
took many conversations with you for me to see it too, because for so long I saw 20 years of what seemed like greatness.
It was, but he was second fiddle to Tom Brady.
Well, but it also wasn't.
He was a complimentary piece.
But he was also making mistakes along the way that Tom Brady was
covering up.
Exactly. So,
like the 10-year draft period where he only drafted 2 Pro Bowlers in a 10-year window, which ESPN, Stephen A. Smith, God love you, brought that up. Right. But you know what? No one on that set today on Countdown brought up Bill Belichick's GMing. No one said it. No one asked, where's DeAndre Hopkins? Where's Jacoby Myers? Where were the offensive linemen to be drafted when they had an offensive line problem?
But here's the thing. Here's what you've made me realize. It goes way beyond the GMing.
Way beyond.
Okay, and today proved it when he brought Bailey Zappi in.
Was that not...
The game is on the line. Your season.
That was the equivalent of a 10-year-old. You take his toy away and he sucks his thumb.
Yeah.
That was Bill Belichick today. You know what?
Okay. Mac Jones fucked up.
Yep,
He
he
threw
did.
a horrible pass to Gesicki.
Yep, he slammed his helmet down. By the way, did
Right.
you hear what Mac Jones did?
Yeah, he went up and he fist
Yeah,
pumped.
Bailey, and he told the line, "Go win it."
Yeah, he
yeah,
said,
he's
"Go
a
win
real
it."
asshole.
Yeah.
This kid, yeah, real
And-
asshole. Yeah, he sucks. Let me
So-
tell you, because an asshole does that kind of stuff.
What Belichick did there, that's where it goes beyond GMing and saying, okay, team isn't constructed right. But in
Ego.
that moment,
Ego.
you basically look at your whole team and you say, you know what? I don't want to win this game. I want to prove a point.
Yep.
I want to be petty. I want to shit on my quarterback because I'm mad that he
I'm
made
going to
that play.
blame him for everything.
I'm mad he made that play.
I'm going to blame him
and
for
now we're all
everything.
going down.
I'm going to blame him for
Right.
everything.
And now we're all going down.
Everything. The line that can't pass block. The receivers that can't get open because they're not on the roster. Okay?
Right.
The draft picks that went all on defense, the first round pick who was the only one that impact is gone. The next two guys, I haven't heard their names since fucking week 2.
Right.
Okay? When he could have drafted lineman, or lineman receiver or something to help this fucking kid. He owed him a fucking blank check apology after hiring those two idiots last year, which destroyed his sophomore year, which every quarterback analyst will tell you is a major year in your development. He gives them Matt Patricia and Joe Judge. Are you effing kidding me? I wonder what Tom Brady would have said if that happened. I wonder what Tom Brady would have said. I really wonder what Tom Brady would have said.
Well, Tom Brady would have said, I don't need to listen to these fuckers anyway.
Tom Brady would have told them to fuck themselves.
I'm running the
I'm
offense.
Tom Brady.
Right, I'm running the offense.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing. I just want to say this because you and I was getting on Mac Jones during that game.
Yes, you
via
were.
text.
Yeah.
And I was calling him Quack Jones because I like to nudge him a little bit. But
It's a brotherly thing.
I bring this up.
A little brotherly thing you
I
used to
bring
do.
this up because I don't love Mac Jones.
Nope.
But I know at the end of that game, he gave them the best chance to win.
He did.
It does regardless of how you feel about Mac Jones.
Yep.
That was so far
Yep.
the wrong call
That was
to
the
bring
wrong
in Zappy.
thing to do.
It's
And Teddy
like-
Bruschi did say that. Why
come
would you
on.
bring in a guy who hasn't thrown a pass?
Makes no sense.
Since week 5 when your season is hanging in the balance. Because the Patriots are now mathematically eliminated. Had they won that game, they were mathematically still alive. Now, whether or not they would have made the playoffs, it doesn't matter. But they just basically ended their season.
Yeah,
And there's 8 games left.
right. Now it's a
Wow.
it's a shit fest.
Now the question is, remember that cliff that Max Kellerman used to talk about? The question in New England now is, how high is that cliff? Because how far are they going to fall?
Right.
Because now what do you do?
How big is the
Now
spot
you've
gonna
created, hey, you know what? We don't have one more log in the fire. I know what we'll do. We'll create a quarterback controversy.
Right.
Why not, America?
There's no
Why?
quarterback controversy.
The only thing Robert Kraft can do right now, Robert Kraft, listen to me, please, because I'm a big fan of yours and I love you. Fire this fucker now. Don't even let him get on the fucking plane. You're the fucking owner. Get on that plane with your son. Send him. I don't care how the fuck you transport him back to the States, but don't let him on that fucking plane. You get on that fucking plane. You apologize to that entire roster, and go, this circus ends now. And you take charge. You're the fucking owner. Be the fucking owner. And don't stand there and tell me. Don't stand there and tell me that this is not Bill Belichick's fault. You want to blame Mac Jones? Mac Jones is way down the list on things to blame here. And I'm not saying he's not accountable, Sean. Yeah. He is accountable. But the bottom line is, you're asking him to overcome something that no fucking quarterback in this league, Patrick Mahomes included, could overcome. And if you doubt that, go to the tape. Monday Night Football at home against Detroit. He lost Travis Kelce. He looked like Mac Jones. He did. He looked like Mac Jones. And by the way, before Mac threw that awful pick, he was 15 for 19 for 171 with that lousy pass-blocking offensive line with one discernible weapon. How can you go 15 for 19 in the NFL with one? I don't know if DeMar Douglas is a legit weapon or he's just the best weapon on that team. With that,
he's a legit weapon, but he's not a number.
He's
one.
not a number one. How do you do that if you're not an NFL quarterback? How's that possible? Someone explain this to me.
Yeah, it's weird because. Like I was just saying, sometimes when I watch Mac, I don't love him either, and I think it's more. I have a bias against him.
Every bad habit he has is the result of what's around him. I said this to Sean, and this is why Sean backed off, because Sean knows this because Sean played football. Okay, you know how a quarterback develops happy feet, Tom?
They get hit all the time.
Well, and he doesn't trust his offensive line.
Yeah.
You want to know why his eyes aren't downfield? Because he's afraid he's going to get popped and he's trying to protect himself. Why? Because he doesn't trust his offensive line.
Yeah.
And that's true of every quarterback that has ever played this game. That happened long before Mac Jones, and it will happen today on the field somewhere in the NFL. We'll probably find an example of it.
But see, people don't like to hear that.
No, they don't.
It feels like excuse making.
It's a fact.
I think
fact.
Because it was funny because I was calling him a Mac Jones apologist via text.
I've been apologizing for Mac Jones for 2 years because honestly, someone needs to apologize to him because Bill Belichick sure as hell ain't gonna do it. Okay,
it's still
the guy responsible for Mac Jones's failure will not apologize to him. So I'll apologize for him. Okay, because Bill doesn't have the fucking the maturity to do it. And by the way, that decision at the end of the game showed his level of maturity. Mm-hmm. That showed you everything Bill Belichick is about. He's all about Bill. I don't care what he says in front of a microphone. That's lip service. I don't want to hear Teddy Bruschi about how he's got a great sense of humor on the fishing trip. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm sure he's a great guy away from the field. I'm talking about him as a head coach at his job. Okay, as a GM, and he says
he's a fucking diva.
And he said, Bill Belichick, these are his words, it's impossible in this league to be the head coach and the GM. Well, then why have you been doing it for 2 decades? Right. Oh, that's right, because you had Tom Brady. Yeah, well, you don't have Tom Brady anymore. And Sean Darcy said something today, and I blasted him for it. He said, well, Tom Brady would have done that. I'm like, there you go.
Tom Brady would have done what?
Well, because Tom Brady would have adjusted and learned this. I'm like, Tom Brady would have told Belichick to go fuck himself.
He's the fucking goat.
By the way, Sean, Tom Brady left 3 years ago because of this shit. 4 years ago. Because of this shit. Because he got tired of it. Yeah. So, no, Tom Brady wouldn't have. He got the fuck out of Dodge. Like, you know what? Let me go somewhere where they fucking get that it's 11 on 11 and not 1 on 11, and I'll go win a Super Bowl. And guess what? He won a Super Bowl.
Brady did it for 18 years and finally said, I can't.
And took less money while he was doing it. Give me a fucking... If Shannon Sharp, who's got a bigger ego than you and me put together, Sean, can admit he was wrong about Tom Brady, you can admit you were wrong about Bill Belichick.
Here's one thing I have to say, though, and I said this before the season. I didn't like the Bill O'Brien hire.
No, he was better than Matt Patricia.
Without a doubt.
And Bill Belichick didn't make that move. It was Robert Kraft. He forced him on him.
But see,
which is another intriguing development.
I'm losing respect because Bill O'Brien should have been in his face saying, there's no fucking way I'm putting Bailey Zappi out there. If that was Belichick's call.
It was Belichick's call.
Because Bill O'Brien's got to know better than that.
Well, Bill O'Brien probably said, Bill, you know he hasn't thrown a pass since the middle of September.
That's what I mean. Like...
And Bill went, fuck
I guess he doesn't have power over Bill Belichick.
No, he said Bill Belichick is the head coach. He cannot overrule his boss.
I know, but it's like, come on. Look, what the fuck?
Robert Kraft, I am begging you. Fire this motherfucker today. I don't care if you do it on German time. I don't care if you do it on London time.
You think they should go,
I don't care.
Schleukendixel, you're fired.
If after he made that, see, to me, if Belichick lets Mac finish out the game and he loses it, okay. He let him at least try to redeem himself. Yeah. That's fair. When Belichick made that move, look, you noticed it. I noticed it.
Terrible.
Everybody noticed it. That is Bill Belichick sucking his thumb and going, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to make my point. I'm going to make my point. Right. Well, you made it, Bill. The guy threw a fucking pick into triple coverage, the backup. Okay? And the point is this, Bill. You're in over your fucking head. That's the fucking point. You lost another winnable game because your quarterback doesn't have the weapons he needs to succeed. And whenever he makes a bad throw, and all of these bad habits he's developed was because of the line that you put in front of him, okay? Because that's how quarterbacks develop bad habits, because of their surroundings. And every quarterback will tell you that.
It's kind of shocking that the players haven't started saying shit.
They have.
What have they said?
The locker room divided. There are people that are for Mac, and there are people that are for Bill, and there are people that just want to get the fuck out of there. And by the way, I'm with option C.
Let me
I want to get the fuck. They are so dysfunctional right now. This team has become the laughing stock of the fucking league again. And I never thought I'd see it again, but here it is. They are the laughing stock of this league, and they have Bill Belichick to thank for it. And everything Mac Jones does wrong is the result of what Bill Belichick did to him. Everything. Yes, Sean, I absolved Mac Jones, just like I absolved Cam Newton when he came here, and he had no fucking weapons.
Mac Jones killed somebody while drunk driving. It was Bill Belichick's fault. I mean, that was a joke.
Well, actually, Mac got drunk probably because of his work problems, so that would be Bill's fault, actually. If we're being honest, America.
So the other question I have
if I'm Mac Jones, I'm not going back on the plane. Fuck this.
The other question I have is, no, Mac won't do that.
No, in fact, Mac Jones showed his character in that moment when he got benched in front of the whole world, and he went over. He went to his lineman. He went to his offensive lineman and said, "Go win." He went to Bailey Zappi and said, "Go ahead, good luck." He was a man. At the end, he was a man about it. Yeah, what about you, Bill? You gonna get in front of the camera, Bill, and do this again? Well, we got to coach you back.
A couple other questions I have. A couple other questions I have. Did Bailey Zappi go full on Dan Marino on his own with the fake spike?
I don't know.
Because to see the fake
That's
spike, throw it up into a crowd of Colts.
And look, I'm going to do something that people don't think. I'm going to prove how fair I am. This wasn't Bailey Zappi's fault.
No.
Bailey Zappi was also. By the way, here's why Bill needs to go. He set that kid up to fail today. He put him in a no-win situation.
That was terrible.
That's fucking terrible. Talk about I've been saying it. He left Mac Jones.
He
screwed the entire team today. And you're going to stand there, Rex Ryan. You're going to defend him. That's why you suck at life.
Defense
Rex Ryan.
worked their ass off, kept them in that whole game.
Baltimore was a beast today. Oh my God.
They kept him in that game. Yep. Mac threw the pick. Yep. Okay,
Yep.
it was shit.
It was a shit throw.
Defense stopped them again.
They get it back.
And you bring in Zappi. And then, of course, here's another one. Here's another beauty. We've got the Colts backed up into their own end zone punting. Let's not have a return.
Yeah.
Let's let him let 70 yards.
You have Demario Douglas, who's a good returner. Why is he not at the 50? You can change.
What the fuck?
You know, Bill got admit his bones as a special teams coach. How about change your field position, Bill?
Oh my God.
Let's not go all out here, because then now it's a 70-yard punt.
Is that what he called? All out, we're going to block this punt?
Do you think I know what he called? I have no idea.
Sometimes
I know there was no punt returner back there when they were punting, to your point, Tom, from their end zone. And again, you just made my point. No football coaching experience.
Exactly. No playing.
No football.
Never played organized
football. And
football.
he knows that they're punting from the end zone. You can just let him punt it.
Right, catch it.
Because if he catches it at the 50, guess what, Bill? That's 20 less yards. You got to go. And by the way, if he has room to run, we know Demario Douglas is an explosive playmaker. He could get 15 more yards. Just beyond, again, Mac Jones is going to get the number one blame for this from all these stupid analysts up there, but Bill Belichick is number one, and he has been for 2 years now.
I totally agree with that.
2 years now, this has been all on Bill Belichick. 2 years now. If it wasn't the coaches he brought in, it was the personnel moves he failed to make. Either way, he fucked up. He built this fucking mess. And to blame the goddamn quarterback who's the victim of it, because now it's like, well, Mac, make it work. And Tom Brady would have given him actually, no, Tom Brady did give him the finger. Fuck you, Bill. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. And I said, I didn't blast Cam Newton once that year he was here because I knew he was facing a losing battle. Because he had no weapons to compete in the passing game. Give me a goddamn break, America. Wake the fuck up. Bill Belichick, go get on that fucking 7-8 ring, what the fuck you call that stupid boat of yours, and get the fuck out of my life. I'm sick and tired of looking at you. I'm sick and tired of hearing your stupid fucking post game. I'm sick and tired of your smarter than everyone else fucking mentality. And then what do? You throw a 25-year-old kid under the bus. At the end of the day, Bill Belichick, I hope that is the last thing people remember because you never fucking coached in the minute again. I want that to be your lasting fucking impression. When the chips were down, when the season was on the line, he literally took the spotlight and went, it's his fault. It's all his fault right there. Everything's all his fault. It's all his fault. Yeah. We're so bad, I'm going to have to go to Bailey Zappi. That's what he was trying to say. Mac Jones is so bad, I have to go to Bailey Zappi. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that was
bad. He was 15 for 19 before the pick. How bad is he? with garbage that you gave him.
I saw 2 bad throws
in the whole game,
and one of the 2 you said wasn't that bad.
No, it was a jump ball to a 6'5" player, and Henry stopped running.
But even if you say that was a bad throw, it's 2 bad throws.
Yeah, in the whole game. And by the way, last week he had 3 bad throws, but he also had like 20 good ones. And by the way, if I went around the league last week, I could pick out 3 bad throws for every quarterback in this league. They're just not magnified because they're not in the mess that Mac Jones is in.
Yeah.
And why America doesn't want to see this, or the Mac haters. I'll tell you why, because you have blinders on and you want to think it's Mac, not Bill. Okay.
I'm trying to find some video of Bill at the post game.
Anyway, we're going to get the 1 o'clock game started here. They've actually already started. We can't actually do this and watch the games at the same time, but we might come on for
halftime.
Yeah, halftime or something. We could do that. But we have to set up the game. You guys enjoy the rest of the football. Patriot Nation, hey, here's the good news. The season is officially now over. It's mathematically anyway over. So now the question is, now that Bill has made this an even bigger mess, and I didn't think he could possibly do that, but he succeeded. Now I got to give Bill Belichick credit for one thing, America. Just when I think he can't stoop any lower, he one-ups me again. Okay? So I guess I got to give him credit for that. The man is stubborn beyond his years.
I mean, he knows how to go
I'll tell you
down,
what.
He'll burn the whole motherfucker.
He'll burn the whole motherfucker down.
He is not allowing one room to go.
You know who he reminds me of? The Joker.
The Joker, he is very much so.
Some men just want to watch the world burn. He is the Joker.
I wish I could find some video of Belichick, because
there won't be.
I want to see you react to it.
It's just, I don't want to see it. It makes me want to throw up. Anyway,
Man,
you enjoy the
venom.
The venom. I think it's earned. I think it's fair to say, even you were going, why is Bailey Zappi warming up? He was even sending me a text, why is he warming up? What's he going to do?
Well,
what's he got, a cape back there we don't know about?
Oh, my God. And then he's got to go 87 yards. Out of nowhere. Guy hasn't thrown a pass in a month.
Since week 5. Since 5 weeks ago. Over a month.
And that was the thing I said to you. If you wanted to bench Mac after the game, you could justify it.
He could have.
And then you allow Bailey Zappi to have a week of practice. Instead,
you give Mac Jones a chance. You know what? Here's the problem. Bill was afraid that what if Mac redeems himself? Then what do? I got to keep playing him.
Yeah, well,
Let me tell you something right now, America.
Best option.
Let me tell you right now, America. That is what went through his head. He'll never admit it.
That's awful.
But that's why he did what he did.
That's
Well, what if Mac comes back and wins them? Well, then I have to give him credit.
Inside the mind of Belichick.
Then he would have to go. Then he'd have to say something that he would never want to say. Well, this kid showed remarkable resiliency. He made an awful decision. But you know what? He came back. Because, by the way, that's what he would have had to say, America. And Bill Belichick would rather put Bailey Zappi in the game than have a chance of saying that. And, by the way, there's a hot take.
Well, it would be...
I don't think I'm wrong, because judging from the decision he made, he has, and I said it before when he looked at Tom Brady and the 12 and 14 with the top 10 defense and goes, we got to blow that up. That's his ego. And he proved it again today. When are you going to wake up and realize it, Patriot Nation? This is all his ego right now. And it's playing out again. And you're going to, you know what half of you going to do? You Mac haters are going to do? You're going to ignore it like you ignore everything else. Well, ignore this, motherfuckers. They're 2-8, and now you've got a quarterback controversy. Wow, talk about being on the Titanic. This feels like the Titanic right now. John, where's the nearest ship? The Carpathia. They're 7 hours out. And how cold is the water? 18 degrees, sir. And how many on board, sir?
Blow it up!
2,200 souls.
Send the missile.
How many boats? Not enough. That's what this feels like. Okay. Now we know. Okay. Anyway, you enjoy the football. We'll be back at some point, probably during the day, because I'm sure something else stupid is going to happen today. The Giants are playing today. You never know. There could be an epic Tom rant on the horizon.
Dude, you got Tommy DeVito going against the Cowboys. Dak has won 11 straight against the Giants.
He's due.
No, he's not. No, he's not. I'm not an idiot.
I didn't say you were, but he is due. Mathematics are at play here. And by the way, do you think Dallas isn't looking past him? I think Dallas could definitely. Is Dallas dumb enough to look past him? They sure are, America. Because we know this: Mike McCarthy's not a great coach.
Giants stink.
Anyway, well, they stink, but the Pats suck. Oh wait, Bill Belichick sucks. You suck, Bill.
He blows.
You suck. See you soon. The redoubtable one, the highly questioned one. I need either. Happy Football Sunday, America. I'm going to cry in my drink.